Hello fellow geeks, Bubble and Pablo here. I'm Bubble.
I'm Pablo!
And we're here to talk at you about geeky stuff. And I got that line down right.
Yeah, you like scripted it and everything. You wanted to make sure it was right.
That's a very hard line to do it at home, children. Children! Viewers!
Children, you are such a granddad, it's unbelievable.
I'm an old soul at heart. Don't take it as patronising.
So you're an old soul at your soul. Now you're
your
old.
heart is not your soul.
No, then why would you say your soul's your heart? Like,
Regardless, we've got a battle for you today. I've lost count of what battle this is.
why? Oh, forget it. This is like battle 6 or something.
Why were you questioning my commenting?
Forget it. Okay, I'm not gonna question your commenting. We're gonna do this off camera because it's damn. It's not a situation. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, he's pissed off that I said root for Bubble.
Yeah.
I see. Well, you should be rooting for Bubble because I have Daredevil in this battle.
I have Blade.
Do you want to start?
I haven't got my notes up.
Okay, in case you don't know who Daredevil is, he's Matthew Michael Murdoch. You can tell he's a superhero because he has a alliteration in his name.
This time I didn't lose my notes.
Prepared.
Although the one time I did lose my notes, I won. Well, in a sense. Some fans have actually commented on Thor vs. Wonder Woman. I want to put this out there now. Some people do say Thor should have won, but given the scenario, it could have gone either way.
I mean, you know how I feel. I said he would have won 5.5 times, but... Oh well.
So thank you for the feedback on that one.
Yes, thank you. Anyway. Daredevil. Got his superpowers by running in front of a truck full of radioactive waste, like an idiot.
Like the classic way to get them.
Like the classic way.
Radiation.
Because no one understood radiation back then.
Yeah, no one understood. And then Chernobyl happened, and then they're like, oh shit, that's not what happens.
No, kind of not what happened. This horrible accident unfortunately blinded the man. However, in a way to equal the scales, his other senses were heightened to superhuman levels. I'm going to go through each of his senses. Touch. His all 4.
But yeah, I wouldn't give you all 4 if I didn't want to have all 4.
Okay. God,
fuck.
He's getting aggressive because he wants to win. The dude can feel ink on paper, thus reading without the need for braille. I mean, that's pretty amazing. And also that he can detect minute changes in temperature and pressure. And even with his smell and hearing blocked, he can sense the presence of another person several feet away by purely feeling their body heat and the way the air goes around them. And you think that Wolverine had amazing senses. Daredevil is Wolverine's senses times 10. Because his sense of touch has increased so much, he can also control his body's internal body more somehow by manipulating his central nervous system, which is why his reflexes, strength, and agility are increased so much. Smell, his sense of smell is so much better than us. He can identify a person after being with them 5 minutes, years later, even if that person is trying to camouflage their own scent. Can focus upon a single person's smell and follow them through a crowd of people at a distance of 50 feet. Hearing is a big one of his. He can hear a person's heartbeat at a distance of over 20 feet, or hear 2 people whispering through a soundproof wall. Through this he can detect when someone's lying, by how, when you lie, your heartbeat will change, which is how they make lie detectors. So he's basically a human lie detector. He can also identify people by their own individual heartbeats. Each person has an individual heartbeat pattern, and he can detect people like that. Taste, he can obviously. He can do things like
He can eat chocolate pretty well.
He can
and tell you
detect
what
every
chocolate
single
are.
ingredient in a piece of food or drink you give him, which is
As if he knows them.
yeah, but it was always if he knows them. But he probably does. And
You think he'll be able to taste taurine in an energy drink?
oh, I hope not.
Yeah, same.
For his sake. And what's not usually seen as one of your senses, but it actually is balance. His balance is on par with Spider-Man's. So that's an amazing feat in itself. And a major thing for Daredevil, lastly, before I hand over to Blade, is his radar sense. Don't know if you've seen the film. Essentially, he can. There's several theories of how he can do it. It's explained different ways through different comics. Essentially, he can create a 3D image of his surroundings, so be able to see all the objects, all the people surrounding him.
He essentially uses his senses to do it, doesn't he?
Yeah, but it's not known whether he does it through hearing, whether he does it through electromagnetic waves in his brain. It could be anything. It was his powers.
Okay. Blade. First of all, he's a gangster by far.
That is one of his superpowers.
Right. Seriously, he's just the OG. In all fairness, he was the first black superhero on TV. In cinema, I think.
First major one, anyway.
First major one for sure. So, Falcon in Avengers? Sorry, mate.
Black Panther? Not even close.
Not even close. Although, actually, no, I'll save that for later. What was I talking about? Blade. Eric Brooks. Born and raised in England, so fans, you should be rooting for him because
Yay! Oh.
predominantly our fan base is English. London. Born and raised in a brothel with his mother after his dad got arrested and got sent to Latveria. Him and his mother in England, he was raised in a brothel. Eventually she died. He was raised by the whorehouse eventually. Turned out, went into gangs, whatever, blah blah blah. He was trained to be a vampire hunter just like his stepfather Jamal Afari. He trained him to be a vampire killer, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. He became really good at it. Really good at it. As for who Blade is as a person, beyond that, he is half vampire, half human, so he has all the strengths a vampire has and none of their weaknesses. So he's able to go out in daylight, super strength, super...
Daywalker.
Yeah, the Daywalker, that's what they call him. Super strength, enhanced senses, very highly intelligent, knowing both worlds and all this stuff. Blah blah blah. High metabolism, basic stuff really. What's the word I'm looking for? Stamina. Endurance. Highly enhanced endurance too. And a lot more durable skin. He also has a healing factor, which isn't like a Wolverine level healing factor, but it's a healing factor nonetheless. He's been shot quite a few times and just carried on, like not felt it, just okay, I've been shot, that doesn't matter to me. He's been stabbed, doesn't matter to me. That kind of healing factor, so it is a big part of it. Beyond that, he's a trained martial artist, a master of 7 in total that he's actually been known for, including karate, kickboxing, taekwondo, there was another one which was quite good. Taijutsu, yeah, that's it. Taijutsu, and there was a few others which I can't remember. He's a weapons expert, both in blades, shock, swords, throwing knives, shurikens, and an expert marksman as well, so with guns he's pretty handy. Beyond that, well, you've named quite a few things that he's done. Okay, so let's name a few things he's done too. For a show of how strong he is, he's lifted the Reaper above his head with 2 hands, and that's saying something. He's been known to bench press over a ton as well. That's like a level of his strength. He's I like this. He threw in one crossover with Spider-Man. Spider-Man got beaten up by a vampire, and Blade shows up. And he takes a knife and he throws at it, hits him right in the chest, and the vampire went like 7 meters flying backwards, and literally just plowing before the vampire shat himself. It was not literally, but it was just brilliant. As I was reading the scans that were online, it was fucking hilarious. And then Spider-Man was just like, "What? Who was?" It was crazy. It was awesome. It was awesome just to read that. He ripped off a vampire's head with one hand. Just grabbed it and just ripped him from his jaw and his whole head popped off.
Wow.
Like, that's how strong he is, like when you can rip another vampire to bits with one hand. He's not afraid of Luke Cage. This kind of come up and I read it and I was like, what do you mean? Why is that a thing? And I come to realise why it's a thing, because Luke Cage is like 7 foot and one of the strongest normal people. And he stood, and like Luke Cage tried to intimidate him, he just stood there and he was like, "Shut up, before I beat you up." Like, he just stood there and just took it, and after Luke Cage fist bumped him, he was like, "Yeah, okay, you're cool." Because like, you don't want to get into that fight. Black Panther was there too. Black Panther has a lot of respect for Blade actually and what he's done, so there's another thing if you want to know how cool he is. He's dodged machine gun fire. That's a show of how quick his reflexes are and his speed. He can dodge and outmaneuver Spider-Man because he's done so a few times when they've crossed paths and had to fight. He's outsmarted Punisher in battle, which is saying something, because I mean that's like a main crossover between them two, because they're very alike with their methods, I should say. Methods for sure. His sword, he tends to carry a katana blade. He's so good with that, he once threw it down the barrel of a laser gun.
Oh. Like
straight through the hole, and it just slit the gun in half and killed the dude. It was pretty epic. It was pretty epic. This guy's good. 3 shuriken stars, 3 dead vampires, say no more. 1 hand, 1 throw. Like 2 birds with 1 stone, 3 vampires, 1 hand. Just saying. Just saying. What else do I have that's like pretty... has knowledge of sorcery. Magic. That obviously won't play a part in this battle, but just to show of how much of a range of knowledge he has, that's the thing. Okay, now here's his biggest thing. He was the contingency plan to take down Wolverine. Just gonna put that out there. It never had to be put into action, but they, in case Wolverine ever turned on S.H.I.E.L.D. and the world, their contingency plan was send a Blade to kill him. It never actually got to that point, luckily, but it was shown in the files that Blade was the guy that were going to get to do it, because he's that good. So yeah, there are a few basic things on him. Do you want me to like go over his arsenal and what he carries, or do you want adamantium daggers? I'm guessing, I didn't have a number, but I'm guessing at least like 20 to 30, the amount this dude has to kill in a night. Acid etched katana sword. The acid is used to kill vampires, obviously, and the fact that it's made out of silver. Kevlar body armor. It's not entire body, it's mainly a chest piece and around the legs a little. Just main organs, just to stop a bullet really hitting him so he doesn't slow down so much. Carries automatic and semi-automatic guns, so handguns, small submachine guns, etc. And tends to have explosives that will be used to kill vampires, so grenades that will blow up and let out garlic based substances to take care of a group of vampires and stuff. So grenades tend to be a big thing with him as well. He's not known for subtlety. That's for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much my main. That is my list right there.
Okay. I haven't got much more, really.
No, but that pretty much is. He can see objects perfectly in light and dark. That's another thing.
Okay.
And fire doesn't harm him. He's like stood burning, and he just kind of like shrugged it off and walked on. He was like, like he can deal with that kind of shit because of his healing factor and the fact that he's so durable and the strength he has, being half a vampire. But I think that's pretty much it. I think the biggest thing is for him on a respect level is how much respect he's been given by other Marvel characters, from the Punisher, Black Panther, Luke Cage, and the fact that S.H.I.E.L.D. wanted him to take down Wolverine. Or was it Avengers? I can't remember which ones it was, but whoever it was.
Just a couple more things. Daredevil is incredibly intelligent. He's a master at strategy, interrogation, disguise, medicine, science, detective work, and law. Not that law would come into this, but he is a professional lawyer. He was trained by Stick, who is this obscure master martial artist who teaches him. I didn't write down the name, I don't know why I didn't, but there's a specific martial art which only 10 people know, and Daredevil is one of those few people. So few people know it, few people still know how to counter it. He's
called Wing Chun.
He's a master marksman and acrobat and stick fighter. He uses his main thing is a multi-purpose cane, which usually is in two little canes joined by an extendable cable, which you can either use as nunchucks or can swing around. You can also separate them. You can also put them into a staff, and you can also use it as a grappling hook. So very versatile there. He has battled these people to a standstill: Black Panther, Sabretooth, and Taskmaster. And it's interesting you mentioned Wolverine, because he has impaled Wolverine with a sword while Wolverine was in feral state. So both these people could potentially go. So that shows you how much of a fighter he is, that he can go up against Black Panther, Taskmaster, Sabretooth, and Wolverine. This dude's one of the best at martial arts.
This is good. This is gonna be a good fight.
Oh, and he regularly battles Bullseye, so that the dude who shouldn't ever miss unless he's going against someone amazing. Which shows you his reflexes and agility.
Blade would kill Bullseye, just saying. But this has nothing to do with Bullseye. Do you want to give him the scenario, or should I give him the scenario?
You give him the scenario.
Okay. Scenario is Daredevil's chasing down a perp in Hell's Kitchen. Not to be confused with Gordon Ramsay's TV show. Thank you. But that's what the neighborhood's called that Daredevil takes care of. It's based in Manhattan, and they call it Hell's Kitchen. And he is essentially the vigilante there. Vigilante, that's the word.
That's his turf.
Yeah, that's his stuff. The way Batman has Gotham, Superman has Metropolis, Spider-Man has
the entirety of New York.
The rest of New York. Daredevil has Hell's Kitchen. So I think he's chasing down a perp in Hell's Kitchen. The perp is a vampire, but Daredevil doesn't know this. So he's outrunning him, and it's quite a surprise for him. Essentially goes around a corner, and then as Daredevil's coming around, he sees him turn back around, scared, and then you just see Blade come out the side and just throws a knife in the back of his head, and he just explodes.
Daredevil's like, what? You just killed a man in front of me.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
You can't do that, and then Blade kind of just shut up, I'm doing my job, kind of thing. But he'll just be like,
you're a murderer and I'm taking you in.
He'll probably pick up the dagger, look at his remains of the explosion, and try to figure out all this, and then put up the dagger and try walking away, and then ignoring Daredevil's existence, not even saying a word to him, until Daredevil probably
throws a stick at him.
Probably it extends, doesn't it? He probably throws it, hits him with it, and pulls it back again. And he's like, where you going? And then we fight, starting in the back alley of Hell's Kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Well, it will be in a back alley. I'm guessing the vampire would run into a back alley.
Okay. Okay. I was imagining the booths.
A what?
The booths.
Ooh.
We haven't fully sorted this out. We only came with a scenario about 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes before this video. Your choice. Where do you want to do it? Roofs?
I think booths would be more interesting.
Okay, we'll go from the roof. We're on double the roofs.
So yeah, Blade's just been hidden in the back. What does he do? Does he even turn around, or does he just draw a sword, or...?
Turns around, throws a dagger at you.
Me?
Throws one of his his throwing. Well, I'm taking you as Daredevil.
Oh, okay.
Throws a throwing knife straight at him. Like, why do I say dagger for? What is throwing knife? A throwing knife. Throws one.
I think you dodge out of the way and do the same thing again. Throwing a stick.
He'll catch it. It's like a standoff.
See, I don't know about the elasticity of the cable in between.
I know it's quite elastic and it does expand itself. How long can it expand?
Oh, quite a while. It didn't say, but more than enough for this. If they're only a couple of feet away. Well, I don't know my pointing.
I'm guessing it'll be a good at least 10 meters worth. Or is that a bit too much?
I was imagining more like 5.
So it is a bit too much. Okay, we can go with 5.
So still... See, I want to know... I'm just going to say it does. You know how the thing where if you pull a bit and then let go and it'll go whizzing towards it?
So he lets go and goes whizzing towards the blade.
And then at the same time running towards him.
Pulls out another knife, waits for him to get close, stab him. What happens?
Does the thing not hit him?
Well, I thought he was with it.
Hmm?
I thought he was holding on to it.
Blade?
No, Daredevil.
I thought Blade was holding on to the other end.
Yeah, and I thought he was holding on to the other end going in at the same time.
No, he let
go.
Let go. So he's trying to get it to flick into his face or something.
Oh, he'll just catch it then. He'll just
Yeah,
cool.
but by that time, Daredevil's on him.
Oh, okay. I'm with you. What does he do when he gets up to him?
Kick to the face.
Kick to the face.
This dude's very agile. He's that sort of fighter.
Yeah.
He's the agile.
Yeah, go on. I'll give you a kick to the face. He takes the kick to the face. Takes like 2 steps back. Smiles. And literally starts attacking him with the cane himself. Starts going at him, I guess.
Daredevil gets hit maybe once, maybe twice, and then manages to weave in between it and get a couple of other hits in. A couple of punches, maybe a kick.
Oh, okay. Questions were around.
Because this is very much Daredevil's fighting style, not to evade every attack and then come in with a couple of your own. Hit and run, sort of.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. But he just roundhouse kicks him in the head.
Okay.
Create space.
So he sort of rolls across the floor, gets up, gets his bearings again.
Blade throws in the cane. Pick it up.
So he uses his foot to flick it in the air and catch it. Extends it into a staff.
Out comes the sword. His primed weapon. Still got the leather jacket on. Still got the glasses on.
Dude wears sunglasses all the time.
He always wears sunglasses. He looks so badass. Like, I want a Blade reboot. Like an 18 rated Blade reboot.
Needs to happen.
Needs to happen. There's a Daredevil TV show right now. This is kind of sidetracking the argument, but there needs to be, that trilogy was so good. They need to do another one. And Wesley Snipes should be in it. Wesley Snipes should be Jamal Afari in it.
Oh,
That's what should happen. He should find someone. Oh. Mate, we're so doing that video next. Talking about Blade reboot, definitely. I don't give a fuck. I'm going ham.
Okay.
Tangent!
Do they run at each other? I think there's a sort of understanding that...
This is a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, they run at each other. Sword comes in, wham.
So massive martial arts sort of...
I'm fight between the staff that can take a sword versus...
Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't say it, but this can take a massive beating.
Yeah, it's not like one of them weak ass staffs and shit. Yes, we see a good 5-10 minute back and forth between them two.
Very good cinematic. Daredevil gets more hits in, but it doesn't hurt really Blade.
But yeah, it's not really doing much, and they're trying to find that moment of I'm taking the lead now, which doesn't come for a while.
No, it's very equal at the moment. Does Blade have any weaknesses?
Not
Because
really.
Matthew Murdock usually can tell someone's weak points by... I don't know, his
You mean
senses-
physically?
Yeah, physically,
No.
as if someone has a weak knee or something, he'll
No.
usually be able to tell that. Okay.
No. He is physically superior to everything.
Okay.
Well, not like Wolverine. Well, potentially gets a Wolverine even too. He is specimen is perfect.
Okay.
Essentially, he doesn't have them kind of weaknesses.
But yeah,
He has a weakness of losing blood. It weakens him when he because he's a vampire, because he needs to constantly intake blood. So what he does is he's had injections and little things that he could bite into, and it would have stored blood, and he'd drink it. That's what he tends to do. But the thing with that is, you know how Wolverine can go into a rage mode when he gets angry?
Yeah.
If he starts to lose blood, he gets bloodthirsty. Therefore, his not killer instinct, because he has one anyway. He kills vampires constantly, and he
becomes more ruthless.
Yeah, he doesn't kill humans. That's not his thing. But he has done before, if he has to, depending on what the situation is. Once he becomes bloodthirsty, the vampire takes over. So he'll still know how to fight and all this, but it'll be a lot more aggressive, a lot more powerful. He won't be holding back shots. And when he beats you, he won't kill you. He will try and suck your blood. He'll eat you. That's what you don't want to happen. That's Blade's slow point when he starts to lose blood. And vampires have realised that. Which is why they're so afraid.
So they're still going at it. Daredevil, I say, takes a risk, slightly putting himself at... giving himself an opening in order to go in there and strike a pressure point in his right arm to see if pressure points work on this dude.
So what is this opening? An opening for Blade to hit him?
Yeah.
With what? Whereabouts is he? How is he hitting him?
I'd say go like that. Let's try and
So-
attack his right arm, which leaves
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm with you.
the rest of his body open.
Yeah,
Sort of
Blade,
test-
Blade
testing.
takes the hit. He's not stupid. He'll take the hit. He'll hit him.
But does the pressure point work on him?
Oh, and then
he
does the...
he knows the pressure points. He knows how to paralyze certain parts of the body.
Okay,
He knows how to
so hits him with the pressure.
sleep, stop
No.
breathing.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't work on him.
Not on Blade.
So I suppose he takes advantage of that.
Yeah, takes advantage.
What does he do?
Probably smiles at him because he knows the pressure point thing. So he's like, you tried it, but you failed. Because Blade has a thing for cocky smirks.
Yeah.
He's like, loser. He's not a man of many words. Especially when it comes to fighting.
So how does he react?
Okay, when he's hit him, how far has he put him away? Has he created space between the two of them?
Daredevil.
No, when Blade hit.
I don't know. How does Blade hit him?
What side of him's open? His
Sort of his right
side.
sort of right chest sort of area.
Oh, he's straight up punched him straight in the chest. So yeah,
So yeah, it gets knocked out.
gets pushed back.
Gonna say possibly punching him off the roof.
Off the roof.
Yeah, and then Daredevil has to use his cane to grapple up to the roof adjacent to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
he
I'm with you.
He managed to get up on this one.
I'm with you.
And it's a world apart, so it's not a gap that a human could jump, or a normal human could jump.
Yeah, but I think by this point, Daredevil's realised he's not a normal human
Yeah.
with the amount of strength he has.
I was just trying to set up a bit of cinematic moment.
Yeah, I know. So does Daredevil wait for him?
Yeah. Waits for him on the other roof.
Blade runs up. Doesn't just jump over, like somersaults over, like steps, like jumps, a forward flip with like 3 spins and lands and like looks up at him like, yeah, that's me, bitch. Sword at the ready still. Actually, better yet, he wouldn't even do that. When he does the jump and all these flips, pulls out a few throwing knives and throws them at the same time. But I'm guessing they won't hit. It's kind of just to see his reflex ability, being that he dodges balls all the time. He'll dodge.
And dodge all of them.
Yeah.
And this time, Daredevil has split his canes into 2, so he's got 2 short little things, not connected by the cable. He just stands there ready for him.
He just keeps hold of his sword, pulls his sword back out. He's ready for him. Blade runs.
Daredevil throws his cane and purposely misses him. Aims it so, because he can do all the maths in his head, aims it so it will come back, rebound off something and come back towards Blade.
Oh, but Blade's still running at him.
Yeah.
With a sword.
So he calculates it so it would...
Oh, before he reaches...
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't do a massive amount of damage, but it would probably throw him off if it does hit.
I was just thinking, would that hit? Because that seems like a cheap parlor trick for Blade to fall for so early.
Yeah.
No, I'll say it probably doesn't hit, not now.
So would just Blade jump out the way or...
Probably sees it, turns, just like hits it up in the sky and gets rid of it. And then carries on going for Daredevil.
Fight. Sword against the tiny little cane. But he can do it.
Yeah, he can do that. So a good fight. Again.
Halfway through he reaches up and catches the other one which has been knocked in the air a while ago.
Yeah.
Hitting on him with his little drumsticks.
Ah, this is close. That's the problem, they're well matched.
Let's say Daredevil manages to get a... Say he does get a kick in. Really massive kick to the stomach. Roundhouse kick. How far does it push him back? Would it be enough to throw him off the roof, or...?
I don't think it'd throw him off a roof. I think it'd be enough to push him like 3 meters or something.
So now he knows if that's how far he can get with a massive kick like that.
Because, I mean, Blade is extremely strong.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we would put him on the strength level, but this guy can take hits.
Where is he on the weight level?
Weight, he weighs more than... How much he weighs?
Yeah. So that would influence how much he's kicked back.
I think he weighs about...
Actually, we can look this up.
I think it's about 200 and something pounds.
Okay.
He's a heavy man.
Yeah.
I think it's something like that. I can't remember.
So perhaps he isn't kicked all too far back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
250
pounds.
pounds, yeah. He's about 200 pounds, I thought so. I wasn't sure though. But yeah, whereas Daredevil's a whole lot lighter than him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, gets kicked back, there's space between them.
You You can tell that there's a point in all our fights where we go silent because it's so evenly matched that we have to find a way of getting an advantage over the other.
Yeah, I think drops the sword. Not like drops it like his point out. Drops the sword on the floor. Puts it aside. Pulls out the 2 handguns. Starts firing.
Down to 1.
Probably like runs across the roof as well. Tries to get different angles on him.
Try time to run across different rooftops. Just waste his ammo.
Cool.
Get behind cover.
Grabs the sword, puts it in, chases him, shoots at him.
And there'll be this sort of chase scene.
There'll be somewhat of chasing.
He'll be hiding behind things. He'll try to sort of trick him, maybe sometimes.
Do Daredevil trick.
To try and trick him, so make it seem like he's gone off somewhere when he's actually gone off somewhere else.
Probably doesn't work.
Yeah.
Not against Blade. Actually, probably not against. It depends who you find. Yeah, not against Blade. Probably doesn't work. He probably knows where he's going. This is a dude that fought Dracula.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably doesn't work. Still shooting. Does he hit him at all?
Or does he?
I'm asking you, or will Daredevil dodge it all? And evade it all?
How accurate is he?
He doesn't miss often, but then again, often he does shoot vampires. I mean, he's an expert marksman with all ranged weapons.
I'd say you can hit him a couple of times.
So he does.
But I'd
hit
say as soon as he hits him once or twice, Daredevil's going to look for a way to change the game.
Yeah.
So he's not going to get too many shots off.
Right, so let's say he's hit him twice. Where's he hit him? Leg? Back of the shoulder? I don't know.
Leg and back on the shoulder.
Yeah, sure.
Each on his right side.
Sure.
So then, still following the same thing, so he's going behind cover and doing things. And he just stays behind cover this one time.
Blade tries sneaking up on him. Like, not like sneak, like stalking him whilst he's behind this one bit of cover because he knows he's been hit now.
So, I'm imagining it like, this is the sort of cover, Daredevil's here. What's Blade doing? Is he just trying to sneak? Is he going above or around?
He's gonna come around.
And we have decided that they haven't met before. So which means that he doesn't know that Daredevil knows exactly what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
So he knows the perfect moment to strike and catch him off guard.
Okay.
So then he's got a major advantage in this little bout at the moment.
In this current moment, yeah.
He gets a few more hits off than usual. And he's hitting harder, going for more dangerous shots because he's been shot.
Probably hits him in the face.
Yeah.
The glasses come off.
No.
Breaks the sunglasses. Like, just cracks them, and like, they snap and Blade goes backwards. And then you get that slow motion. I just broke my glasses. Picks them up. Drops them on the floor. Things are getting real now. Takes the jacket off. So now it's just like a bulletproof Kevlar vest. You see the guns. The tattoo, the marks that he has that come all up his body, and
He has some sick tats.
yeah. And then you realise, oh shit, he really is black. Like
100%.
like he's got the body of the gods.
So now he's got the advantage now because he's pissed.
Yeah, because he's pissed. He's like, okay, you just brought my good pair of glasses.
Is he fighting with just his fists?
Well, he still has. Well, he has his weapons on him.
Yeah. But I don't see sword as very an angry, especially katana, a very angry fighting style.
Okay.
Whereas with fists, I think Daredevil's fighting with his fists at the moment as well.
Takes off his throwing knife belt. He wraps around his legs.
Yeah.
Tends to wrap them all around his legs. Takes that off. Drops them on the floor. Takes off his sword. Puts it on the floor. Takes off his sidearm. Puts it on the floor. Pulls out the little submachine gun he keeps on his back. Takes that off, unstraps himself.
Daredevil is very aware of his heartbeat increasing.
Drops it on the floor. Takes the combat knife off of his leg. Drops that on the floor. Takes his gloves off.
Matt, what have you done?
Takes his gloves off. You hear his fingers click. Like. You hear
I just imagine
he just does the. Wesley's. You just hear a little click. Like, kind of like stretches out. Puts his hands up. Puts his hand out old school style.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Let's do this.
Gives him one of these. Gives him one of them. It's an invitation now, it's all on you.
Takes the invitation.
Drops his cane?
No, he doesn't drop it. He puts it. Here's a little side thing on his leg. Oh, wait, little holster. That's the word. Where he puts it.
Just in case he needs it.
Yeah.
Probably.
He's not going to drop it willingly. I mean, I know in the film it showed like a whole load of them, but
yeah.
These things aren't easy to come by.
Alright. Let's go toe to toe. For the next 10 minutes, these two just pounding each other on the rooftop.
And I think Daredevil's coming off for worse.
Oh yeah, at this point.
He's getting far more. Blade's getting far more hits than he was originally.
Mm-hmm.
But this doesn't mean that Daredevil isn't giving it back. He's giving it
Oh
back.
yeah, he's giving it back
equally, but
he's giving it back, no doubt.
not to the extent that Blade is in the moment. It goes on for a full 10 minutes.
Yeah. I think after the 10 minutes, Blade's on top of the fight and plants Daredevil into the ground. Probably sends him back up and creates some space, but he's down for now.
Yeah. So do this sort of roll back, get even more space between them, and take a breather.
Takes a bit. Blade at this point grabs his stuff, throws it off the roof.
His own stuff?
Yeah, his own stuff. Except for his sword.
This dude's serious.
Keeps hold of it, doesn't take it out of its what do they call them?
Sheath.
Sheath, that's it. Keeps it in that.
Or scabbard.
I think it's what do katanas have? Sheath, isn't it?
Scabbard is usually for normal swords, but I don't know for katanas.
Well, whichever one he has, okay? Bottom line. Keeps it in that. Runs straight at him. Not with the sword in hand. Not with the sword out. That's just in his hand. It's facing that way. He's not going to use it. It's just so he has it. Spears him off the roof. We're taking a long dive to the ground, my friend. How many stories up are we?
Well, this is New York, so these buildings are...
I'm guessing they're apartment buildings.
Yeah.
Apartment
Those
buildings.
shitty little buildings you see in...
They're at least, 7, 8 floors?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, spears him off the top. So you probably go to the side of the other building and on the way down into the little railing stairs and stuff to the bottom. If that's what happens.
So yeah, Daredevil's either going to try and twist it around to his sense of area balance.
Mm-hmm.
To try and twist it around so he's not landing bottom first. So Blade's going down. Or he's going to try and break away and grab onto, those sort of metal stairs they have on the side. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah.
Those fire roots.
Do they go crashing down to the floor?
So his first thing is going to try and try and turn it around. So do you think he managed to do that?
Yeah, probably. But at the same time, I was about to call him Wesley Snipes. Blade keeps hold of him and brings him down with him. So on the way down, they're both trying to get the other one to hit the ground first. Worse for worse, they both probably hit the ground at the same time. Fuck. That was reckless, but it was worth it. Let's do that again.
So they both hit at the same time?
Yeah? No?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Hit the ground. No breather, out comes the sword. Wham. Blade's going all out, he's trying to end it now. He's trying to kill him. He's not human. We probably realise he's a special human, but...
He's...
You
Daredevil's...
You broke the sunglasses.
Daredevil's almost out of it. He's only barely getting out of these. I imagine the first couple of hits, like the first sword comes down, it only just misses his head. Tries to roll out the way. Several more shots.
Yeah, several more just angle-filled shots coming at him. And then you just see the pile of like blade stuff like, kind of scattered around the alleyway.
Yeah, I think Daredevil's going for one of those.
What does he get? The gun?
Yeah, goes for a knife.
Goes for the knife.
And throws it.
He has quite a few. He has like
goes
the big common knife or the throwing knife. Oh, I said he had about 30. So let's say I've thrown a few already, haven't I? I said he's thrown a few. Let's say 22 are left. He's thrown 8 so far. I have 30. Okay, so how many does he pick up?
Oh, he just picks up one, throws it, and then will pick up another one off the floor. Or probably pick up the belt. How much does the belt have in it?
A belt probably has 10.
Okay, so a belt and one. So all 10 in very quick succession.
I think blades 1, 2, 3, then jump out the way. Probably miss the next 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 could probably. Actually, yeah, I think one of them.
I'd say one of them. He maybe the 9th, the 8th one. He purposely misses that one, makes it look close, and does the same trick from earlier.
Yeah.
So this one will be aimed for his back.
Yeah, and then as he's coming, it hits him in the back of the shoulder, and he's just kind of like. What's that word I'm looking for? Whatever it is.
Stumbles?
Stumbles, that's it.
And then Daredevil, I want to say runs, but probably sort of like stumbles towards him on the way, grabbing. What did he say? He had a combat knife.
He does. Combat? Yeah. He does. It's made out of.
Is that a sizable one?
Yeah, it's like it's one of the military ones. It like fits in his ankle. It's at least 10 inches. The blade.
Okay.
And then you got the handle as well. But his is obviously made out of adamantium silver as well, so it can kill vampires.
So he'll run at him or stumble at him on the way, grabbing it, and this dude can fight with swords as well.
Yeah, you can fight with most things. Comes at him, I think.
And he needs the advantage of the knife in the back, giving him a slight distraction.
It's a slight distraction. Blade probably pulls it out, and then sees him coming.
And then he's on him. I'd say he gets one hit before Blade gets to react.
Like a slice or a stab?
A slice.
Okay, gets a slice. Where?
Well, he gets to jump back, so maybe just very thin slice. Or not thin, light.
Up his shoulder?
Yeah.
That could work, because he has a Kevlar body armor still, so it's like...
It's adamantium though, isn't it?
It would open up his Kevlar then, yeah. But would it go through to slice his body?
I'd say...
It depends how deep he's gone.
I'd say as thin as a... Oh, because I think Blade still can react.
Okay, yeah.
I think as thin as a paper cut or something.
As thin as... Yeah, okay, gets that. That means that Kevlar comes off there.
Yeah, so it's hanging.
The strap will come off. Backs up. They're still probably fighting at this point. And Blade realises this thing is getting him away. Probably kicks off a wall. Tries kicking Daredevil in the head. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. He'll duck and maybe roll back.
Ducks, rollbacks. The moment he does that, rips off the armour, throws it on the side. Takes control of his sword again.
To the side or...?
The armour, throws the armour to the side. Just like into like a bin.
Okay, I'm trying to find a visual map of where all the weapons are.
Well, the way I see it is like, say that's the alleyway, these are 2 buildings. Blade's probably here, he's throwing the armour here, the weapons are probably this side. And Daredevil's like here.
Well, while he's doing that, Daredevil's probably keep going back.
Like slowly stepping back?
Yeah.
Okay. Blade goes at him with the sword again.
What weapons are behind him?
How many more daggers? 12 more daggers. Daggers, fuck's sake. Throwing knives. Probably about 15 shurikens, if he's going to use them, I guess, because I forgot to add shuriken to this, he always has shurikens. Handguns out of bullets. A submachine gun.
Is it loaded?
It's loaded, it's always loaded and ready to go. And he probably has like 4 extended clips to go add on. So that's... what, 30 bullets times 150 bullets altogether.
So I'd say he quickly reaches back, grabs it, clicks the safety off, and
Starts firing?
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, Blade's running towards him as well. So he gets hit. Blade gets shot quite a few times. That probably drops him to the floor a little bit. Probably then jumps behind a bin. Like a big dumpster. Thinking, fuck, I've got a few holes in me. Like, it would have started as a tickle, but then it's like, because there's quite a few, he'd feel it. It won't like necessarily hurt him or be like, fuck, I'm hurt. He'd be like, shit, that's stupid, that slowed me down, put me on my rhythm.
How hurt is he?
Quite hurt.
So Daredevil can tell from his heartbeat that he's...
Yeah, because his healing factor is not so Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's like a gradual heal, but I mean, he can heal from bullet wounds within hours.
Okay.
Quite easily. But I mean, because he's been shot many times, like he was shot in... There was one point where he got shot in the leg twice and he carried on running like it didn't matter to him. He's been stabbed multiple times, even in the chest, and he's just carried on. He's had like his belly's been slit open with the sword and he's carried on fighting. It's like, but it's just like if 30 bullets come out one clip at that speed and Daredevil knows how to handle a gun, I'm guessing at least 20 hit him.
Okay.
Probably in the chest, in the arms. So I'm guessing that's just kind of like, oh fuck, I'm hurt. Let me just take a second, and then come back out again. I think is what that is.
As soon as he comes back out, there's a grappling claw coming straight towards him.
Probably tries to dodge him, but probably grabs his shoulder.
Tries to bring him back.
Pulls him in.
The idea is to try and get him in and use his sword. Or not sword, the combat knife.
I think pulls him in, notices it, cuts the elastic. Will it cut? Using an adamantium sword?
The adamantium sword would cut it, yeah.
Okay, uses it, cuts
Normal
it.
swords wouldn't.
Yeah. Okay, uses it, cuts it, probably to Daredevil's slight surprise.
Yeah.
And then as he's coming forward, spins... If you know what I'm trying to say. A spinning back fist, perhaps? I don't know. Straight to the face. Because it's time to kill him. It's been time to kill him for a while, but now it's like, I really need to kill this motherfucker. And what happens?
Despite the shock, I think he still manages to duck.
Ducks?
And perhaps spin around
Okay.
with a knife.
Where does the knife go? Where's the knife?
It's about stomach level.
Stomach level, okay. Slices him, I guess.
And then it's back to sword fight. Oh.
And then, like, you just hear, like, not like, as because I'm guessing this is quite a much deeper cut.
Yeah.
You just hear, like, not a scream, because he wouldn't scream, he'd roar.
Okay.
And then that's when you get a good look at the teeth that this man has.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
think
like-
it
And then
is in vivid detail because all the sound is bouncing off it and he just sees every single one of his sharp teeth in detail.
well, the canines for sure.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that roar isn't, because I'm guessing this whole time Blade hasn't been like, I'm in pain. He's been like, I can take this pain, I can take the punch, I can take a hit. But
This roar's like, oh, you
But that's
really pissed me off.
that's a big one, and it's just like you know when if you like if you was a hunter and you put a bow in the back of a bear and it would be in pain, it would have that let out that growling roar of pain. It'll be like that, and it would just echo through the alleyway. Like babies will start crying and shit. That's what you hear. It's very animalistic.
I think that would make Daredevil back off a couple of steps.
Thinking, what? Who the fuck is this?
One, who the fuck are you? Two, dude, that's a bit loud.
And then and you see the blood dripping, and he's like, and then you finally hear him say something for the first time. It's like, you shouldn't have done that. and then just charges at Daredevil, sword in hand again. And yeah, he's going for it this time. I think this is the point where Blaze is like going for it. He's gonna kill him. He's gonna want to kill him.
Daredevil's not hanging around for this. He still has grappling hook ready, so... Oh no,
No, he doesn't.
it's
It's
broken.
cut.
We'll try... Is he backed up against the wall?
No, it's an open alleyway. It's an open alleyway. He's still going down there. But eventually he's gonna get to the road, and you've pissed off a half vampire. Yeah.
What?
Like say that's the alleyway.
So buildings over here.
Buildings. Eventually you will get to that road.
Where is Daredevil and Blade? Sorry, you can't see this.
Just by the weapons, so they're past the weapons.
So, yeah, but where are they in relation to each other?
Right next to each other, because he just slit his belly. It's like probably like a few like.
Because I thought they were about here, so then Blade's coming towards Daredevil like this, so Daredevil could use the wall.
See, I thought they were going that way, not this way.
Well, either way, I think Daredevil would try to back up against a wall in order to try and use that to acrobat over him, so he has more space.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that then. Yeah, okay. Acrobat's over him.
So yeah, flips over him.
Acrobat's over him. He probably shimmies backwards and kicks him into the side. Because, I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to turn around to kick him, because he can kick backwards, if you know what I mean. So he probably, like, as he's doing that, he backs up a bit, takes 2 steps back, and then kicks him in the back. So he goes into the other wall.
Rolls off the other wall, picks up a belt, which has the shurikens on it, let's say.
Yeah.
And throws 1, 2, 3. Throws a couple. Back 4. Before he has to drop it, use the combat knife in one hand and an extended cane in the other.
I think he blocks one and then just lets the other 3 hit him.
But that was mostly just so he could get his cane ready.
Yeah. Pulls him out as he's coming for him. Takes one, throws at him himself. Actually, takes all 3, throws all 3, pulls them on his fingers and throws all 3 at him.
Didn't expect that, so he has to block. None of them hit him, but he's completely off guard.
Block, comes in, Sparta kick to the chest.
Into the wall, it's very much on the defensive now.
Right, into the wall, sword comes straight in for the chest, for the kill. Dodges it out. What?
So yeah, he uses his
Talk,
sword.
man!
He uses his sword to get it out of the way and tries to hit his head.
Oh,
again.
here's his head. Ducks under, left uppercut to the face.
It's the face. Both down.
Both into his
Chest.
Into his chest.
Or about, yeah, solar plexus area. Just under the chest then.
Ooh. Trying to think of... Yeah, probably uses his sword that time to block that one. And as he does, brings it over the top, tries slicing down on him. Probably hits the wall and cuts into the wall as well. Because there's only concrete and bricks, really.
And with that time where it's just cutting through the wall, he's side rolls out of there.
Okay, yeah, side rolls out of there.
This dude needs space.
Pulls the sword back out, comes straight for him again, doesn't let him get that space, tries keeping the space closed as possible. How much on the back foot is Daredevil right now?
Very much so.
Grabs him by the throat and pulls him and pushes him up against the other wall.
And so he drops the cane, where he tries to stab him in the arm with the knife.
The sword arm
Yeah.
probably gets him, drops the sword, takes 2 steps back,
Daredevil's still covering on the ground.
growls, pulls it out, and then goes at him with the knife. Like, still bleeding and shit. Like, you just see this dark red blood just leaking from his body.
It's really close. I think Daredevil just managed to get out of the way. Perhaps making him embed the knife into the wall.
Embeds it into the wall. Just leaves it there.
Just leaves it there.
Turns around, comes at him with his fists.
Daredevil will have his cane back.
Oh, so as he's gone, he's picked up the cane?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's cane versus hand. How big is the cane now? Because he's cut one end.
Yeah, he only has one end, so that'll be about It'd be about this size normally. If he extends it, it'd be about this size.
So right
I think
now
he
it's
has it about normal size.
normal size.
Because that's how he prefers to have it.
Okay. So right now it's that versus Blade's fist. Is Daredevil still on the back foot? I'm presuming so. He's still heavily on the back foot.
They're both really injured at the moment.
They are.
I mean, for a start, Daredevil just fell off a several floor building, and he's been on the back foot ever since then because he's almost crippled.
How much that does to Daredevil. Whereas Blade's done that constantly.
Yeah.
Like that's his shit. It's like jumping out of tall ass buildings chasing vampires. Oh yeah, so he's probably just going at it with the fist then. He's ready to just end it. This is a dude that takes Dracula on one-on-one. He's ready for that. He doesn't mind losing some blood. Only problem is he wants to end this before he gets bloodthirsty. Because if he gets there, then Hell's Kitchen's in trouble. Unless he can get to his jacket, I guess, and get his blood shots up. He's gonna need it.
So they're fighting a bit. Fists versus Kane.
Who's coming out on top?
Blade's coming out on top mostly. I think Daredevil will try to strike him in the head.
Catches it.
Okay. And as he catches it, still holding on, he uses his weight to try and sort of run up his body and sort of kick him in the head.
Oh, that's actually a good one. That's actually a good one. Lets him do it. Lets him do it, keeps hold of the king, so Daredevil's forced
Yeah,
to
so
let
kick
go.
him in, he'll flick up in the air, bounce off the knife that's still embedded in the wall, over Blade,
Over Blade.
running towards the weapons.
Does Blade keep hold of the king? Because I said he does.
Yeah, he keeps it, so yeah, he uses
And
the
then
blade to...
throws it at the back of his head. just lobs it at him, just, you motherfucker. Just.
And I think he allows it just so the momentum of the cane hitting him in the back of the head will carry him even further
Sends him
and quicker
quicker.
into the
Wait,
weapons.
what weapons are left? Just a few
Just the
throwing?
canes. And there's a submachine gun, but it hasn't been reloaded. But there
A
are two
submachine
extra
gun and
clips.
throwing knives.
Yeah. I think knives
Yeah.
are the safest option here.
Picks up the knives.
So he'll throw up the 2 knives that are left over, and then pick up the 10 belt.
Blade will pick up his sword. Actually, no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't pick up his sword. Because he dropped the sword, remember when he got stabbed in the arm? I don't think he'd pick up the sword. He'd go for him after he's hit him. He throws the 2. I want to say Blade catches him, but I don't know if he would. I think he'd just move out the way. He'd be like, fuck it.
Then Blade's throwing as many as he can, saving 2 over.
Yeah, he'd move out the way. He'd dodge it. And then he's throwing 8 at him? Then
Yeah, Daryl's throwing as many as he can except for 2.
Blade's trying to dodge, probably gets hit 3 out of the 8 times.
Okay, the 2 he's saving for dual wielding.
For dual wielding. He realises, stops, takes 1 out, drops on the floor, takes 2 out. He's dual wielding too.
This should be a good battle. So yes, each of them using 2 knives.
Very even.
I think it's very even because despite Daredevil being worse for wear, this is what he does best. 2 small weapons in each hand. That's what he prefers. So he's getting a lot more cuts, although he's taking far more than he can actually handle.
Okay. Blade will be using all parts of his body as a weapon. He'll be kneeing him, kicking him, headbutting him, elbows, everything that he can to hurt him. This is what he does. Who gets the upper hand on this point?
I'd say during this fight is the fight where one of them gets a lethal.
Who?
Who do you think out of 10?
You think this is where the lethal blow comes?
I think one of them gets a lethal blow during this very deciding battle, because Daredevil's almost dead, but he still has the opportunity to try and get a quick one in.
The thing with Blade is to get a lethal blow at this point would be tricky. I mean, for Daredevil, because he's trying to beat him to stop the bloodthirsty part. kicking in.
Yeah.
So it's more dedication because he hates going vampire. Like he despises him because they killed his mother.
Yeah.
It's like that's the one thing he fears most.
Do you think it continues on them?
Hmm?
Do you think it continues on them?
I don't know. I had a feeling it would. I didn't
Okay.
think it would. But if Daredevil's as beat as you say, does he yield perhaps?
No, I think he yields.
Probably gets kicked against the wall and he just kind of drops and he's like, okay, stop. Or is his ego too big for that?
I don't think it's his ego, it's the fact that he sees him as a villain, to be honest.
Oh yeah, true. He does.
And
yeah.
you know, exactly. Many villains, when you ask, "Don't kill me," they'll just laugh in your face and then kill you anyway. So I don't think he expects mercy. So he won't ask for it.
So he doesn't ask for it.
He can still go. I think he can still keep going. But
Alright.
he's close to dropping.
Pins him up against the wall again. He's backed him up against the wall. I think Blade's backed him up against the wall. He's getting more and more animalistic as it goes. He's starting to, like, you hear more growls coming from him and shit. And he's getting a lot. He's put more power and speed into his hits now.
Surprisingly, Daredevil's still avoiding 50% of the attacks.
Is Daredevil on the defensive right now?
Yeah. Does Merrick still have his 2 knives?
Who?
Blade.
Yeah, because he's using them. Because they're dual wielding right now, both of them. I feel like Blade would take one and like pin his hand or arm into the wall like Daredevil's.
Okay.
Like that would be the aim. He'll full on aim it to get to that point. It would be a very strategic. Well, what's the word I'm looking for? Strategic move? No, that's not the word.
Tactical?
Tactical, kind of. A very precise move. That is,
Okay.
I think, is what I'm looking for.
And despite having his hand knifed to a wall, I think Daredevil's still quick enough to know that the knife that's dropping he should really catch, so he catches it.
Yeah.
Somehow.
But doesn't he already have one in his hand?
Yeah, he can.
Oh, so
Can imagine
2.
he's-
Okay, so 2.
yeah. And then maybe either stab him in the side.
Okay, yeah. And then as because he's like that, stabs him inside, and
And then.
then no, because I was thinking as he's stabbed him in the side, his body's come across him. So as he's done that, because he'd have to go that way. Because he'd have to go that way to catch the knife, so his body would go that way,
Yeah.
and then he'd stab him,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'd stab him there. As in Blade would come over
Okay.
the top, with one in the shoulder.
And then try to go up.
Who thingy?
Daredevil will try it with his last knife, go up.
Up where?
Aiming for her.
To his chin.
Aiming for the.
Ooh, that's a good one. Would it work?
Would it?
I'm trying to figure out body positions because that will tell you all.
It's just.
So if he's done that, if you stabbed him, going up would be easy to block. Because his hand's already on his shoulder, right?
Yeah,
'cause he's not gonna put
his
it
hands are over here, so he'd have to.
So he'd have to come across. So does he come across him? It's like instead of going up, he'd come across. Because he's got to move the arm out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, his arm's sort of here, so he can just use his elbow to move it. Something like that.
Yeah, but who's gonna have their hand like that, Sam?
Well, if he's stabbing it quickly, like that.
You think so?
I think
Oh, it
that's
was
the sort of
come
move he's
across.
going.
Okay, I figured he'd come across.
How? You mean like this way?
Like yeah, because he's been stabbed like that. He'd push him and then come across him like that.
Oh, they're going for slice then.
A slice or even a stab to the head or something. I don't know.
Oh, a stab to the head. Yeah, that could work.
I don't think it hit him.
Maybe just slash his head.
Oh yeah, that actually. Yeah, I think Daredevil slash his head.
How does he react to slashing with the head?
I can get slashed, backs up slightly. Probably spins with it as well because he's already been pushed.
That's more than enough time to get this blade out of you.
Throws it straight back. Throws that blade right.
Which blade?
Like the one that's in Blade's hand. So as he
Blade has
slashed
one in
him.
his hand?
Hmm?
Blade has one in his hand?
He has two, doesn't he?
I thought one was...
Oh yeah, what?
Did he not leave it there?
No, because my idea was he pulled it back out.
Oh, okay.
And then as it sliced him, he literally, the moment he spins, he just instant throw. Doesn't even think about the slash.
So, instant throw, so he's getting the knife out of his hand and so it'll go in the other... In the same shoulder, so he has two knives here then.
Two
Oh,
holes.
no,
Two holes.
yeah.
Hits him in the shoulder.
Oh, drop. Daredevil. He'll go to his knees.
He'd run up and kick him in the face.
He's expecting that, so he's going to use some sort of move to try and trip him up.
Trips him up.
And get on top of him and start stunning.
He'll block it. He won't let himself die. So grab him, bring him in, headbutt. It's become a brawl now.
Okay, so there's a ball on the floor.
So now they're just like punching the shit out of each other on the floor. Fuck's sake. Damn.
But during this, Daredevil still has one knife in his back.
Yeah, Daredevil
In his
still has-
arm.
Yeah, in his arm. And they're just punching
So
each
eventually
other.
he'll try to get it out and use it as his advantage.
He won't have the chance. Because I think at the same time Blade would be trying to get it out of his arm, but he won't have a chance. Because of the brawl. Ah, fuck. Where do they go from a brawl?
I think that one knife.
It has to come down to that one knife, really. I think...
Maybe Blade is the one who gets it out.
I don't know, because I don't think Daredevil would, like... I think he'd be very much waiting. He'd be trying to keep that arm away from him. Unless Blade, like, pushes and kicks him backwards into the wall, gets up, charges at him.
Well, as soon as he gets any sort of time to himself, he'll get it out. And as soon as he's being charged to, he'll try to stab at him.
Okay, so he pushes him up against the wall. He runs straight at him. Stabs him what, in the chest?
Yeah.
I think he gets him as Blade pushes him against the wall. Yeah, I think he stabs him in the chest. And you hear that growl, that massive roar type fuck. And then like he drops his head onto his shoulder. And I think that's like Daredevil's, I've won. I killed the monster.
I don't think he thinks he's killed him.
I've beaten him.
Potentially.
Because like that, I think being stabbed in the chest, I think that's the point where Blade...
No,
like,
this dude can hear people's heartbeats, can hear...
Yeah, I think his heartbeat's still going, but it's like, he's like stopped him. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. I don't think Daredevil would be so quick to judge himself the winner,
No?
but no.
Because I think at that point it'll be like a paralysing kind of feel where you'll be like, oh shit, the power's gone. Because that's like a vital shot.
Yeah. I think Daredevil wants to get away. Because he doesn't know what this dude can do.
I don't think he does. I have a feeling bloodthirst kicks in. He's gonna try to bite him.
So then it's Daredevil trying to bite him, Daredevil trying to hold him back with his knife in his chest.
Oh fuck! Okay, if he's trying to bite him, cause that's like a whole other level of power now. I don't know. What happens? Because now it's like he's going crazy. Because it's the vampire instinct that's kicking in now.
Yeah.
It's that I've lost too much blood. I'm taking yours. Because it's obvious Daredevil's not a vampire. Being that he hasn't blown up a Tantash yet. Does Daredevil have enough strength to stop him from getting him? As he's holding away with the thing.
Not necessarily enough strength, but he might have enough strength to just push him far enough back in order to try and evade.
Okay. Then Blade goes at him, probably misses, hits the wall.
Daredevil's not sitting around. Do you know those metal stairways we were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
He's trying to climb up those.
Blade turns around, probably looks up at him. I'm guessing Daredevil probably looks back and sees him.
He doesn't need to, but...
No, oh yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't need to. Okay, then he radar senses and
Yeah.
you just feel Blade taking the thing out, licks on the sword into the little knife, and he's feeling that bloodthirst. But he realizes this isn't a good thing. Blade's trying to battle it.
Yeah.
And Daredevil's noticing. Thinking, what the fuck am I fighting? Blade chases him. Climbs up the stairs with him. Rapidly. Very quick.
Yeah. I think Daredevil has enough time on the roof for a couple of seconds despite.
He sees Blade appear.
Oh god, let's do this then.
Bloody, beaten. Trying to beat out the vampire instincts.
I think he naturally goes to his side.
Goes to whose side?
A side of the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Because he also has some knowledge of judo, so his instinct is to, when he rushes at him, to try and flip him off the roof.
Again.
Yeah.
Is Blade rushing at him though?
No, but just in case he rushes at him.
Okay. I think at this point he's kind of limping over to him.
Yeah.
Fist ready. We're gonna fight. Blade takes the first swing, I guess.
Easily avoided. Maybe a little punch in there.
Yeah, takes it, steps back a bit. Charges at him from 2 feet away.
And Daredevil backflips onto another roof. The roof they were on the first time.
He follows with a jump. Doesn't make it as well because he didn't expect it, so kind of grabs onto the ledge and pulls himself up.
And gets a kick to the face.
Yeah, gets kicked to the face, he's falling, keeps hold of the ledge.
It's just Daredevil wants to get him down, so maybe stamping on his hand or something.
Stands on his hand, Blade drops to the ground.
Let's bought Daredevil a couple more seconds. The stairs are
I mean, drops to the bottom of the alleyway again.
Yeah.
So he's on his back and hurt now. He's still for a moment. And then he sees him, whatever he does, sees him move. He's like, for fuck's sake. And he's getting back up. And he's making his way to his stuff.
what's left of his stuff.
A few throwing knives in it.
Yeah, maybe. He's
No, wait. No throwing knives left. Just a gun.
The gun, yeah, the unloaded gun and 2 extra mags.
Yep. I think he loads the gun. Where's Blade's jacket?
Same. No, it's still on the roof.
It's on the roof, isn't it? Yeah. Because I think right about now he'd like to take his shots of blood before he ends up killing Daredevil for it. Not that he needs it, his threat's not necessarily tainted, but... grabs the gun and picks up the extra mag. Loads it, makes his way back up to the roof. Because I'm guessing Daredevil doesn't want to come down to him. It comes back up to him.
Daredevil knows he has a gun, so he's hiding.
Holds it in one hand. Blade just waits for him. He's not stupid. I think he's figured out that this dude can sense things. Try sniffing him out. I smell your blood, son. That's probably what it is. He's probably like, okay, I can smell your blood. I know where you are. What does Daredevil do?
I think Daredevil needs all the time he can get. Although he is beating out.
Okay. Blade shows up where he's hiding and starts shooting.
Tries to get away.
Does he get away?
Gets more shots.
He gets hit?
Yeah,
Does it drop him?
probably.
Takes the clip out, reloads, walks over to him, walking over to him slowly. Shoots him again.
How close does he get?
It's still probably quite a few meters away, but you can see him now in that clear shot.
I think Daredevil's waiting, concentrating his senses on his finger, waiting for the twitch that he knows is,
yeah.
so he knows exactly when to move off.
Okay. Yeah, does that whole clip and he misses. Throws the gun off the roof. It's there's no weapons left now.
Yeah. Daredevil just tries, his last resort, tries to spear tackle him.
Spit at him?
Yeah.
They have to be awfully close for him to spit.
Hmm?
They have to
Spear tackle.
Oh, spear tackle. I thought he just spit at him. I was like, he's gonna spit at him?
Yeah, he's using his acid blood.
Two! You motherfucker, two! You spit. You're like, what?
They spit on you.
I will spit on you. Like, spear attacks him. Probably takes him back a few steps, but he's like, come on, dude. You haven't got that much strength left in you. I'm a lot bigger, a lot stronger. It's like,
Yeah, he knows that's what he backs. So.
then he just feels like a giant elbow to his spine. Drops him to the floor.
Trips him up.
Trips him up. Then what does he do?
He's going for every place that... He's going to try and punch and use his stuff, and goes for every single point where he can sense that he's weak at the moment. So all his open wounds.
Blaze just probably lashes out with like a giant right hand. Just like clobbers him, like sends him flying. Just like no strategy behind it, just straight street thug shit. Just there's like straight fucking swings for him, like fuck off. Gives him one of them, and it probably doesn't even punch him. But his forearm probably hits him in the head instead, and it's just enough just to push him off. And he's getting up, getting up again. And it's like one of these just needs to give up. Blade probably gets up and kicks him in the ribs while he's down. Probably sends him towards the edge of the rooftop.
He's gonna wait there.
Yeah, he's walking up at the same time.
His idea is to try and finish him off balance and turn him off the roof again.
Yeah, I think he'd expect it for the third time for sure. Blade just says, why don't you just quit?
So you get Daredevil would jump up and a couple of feeble punches.
I think Blade just takes him and he's like, fuck, come on, dude. Backhands him across the face. Like...
Okay.
What?
This is what he says. Okay, stop.
Or is he like on his knees or something?
No, he's sort of on the ground. Probably coughing up blood. Stop. Go.
Blade's probably there like, you're the Scarlet Avenger. I know who you are. And Daredevil's like, wait, what? You fucking what? But you started this.
You started it by killing a man.
Vampire. We're vampires. I killed a vampire. He's not a man.
You still killed someone.
Better a vampire than an innocent.
Fuck, I can't be arsed, just go.
This Daredevil like getting up now.
No, he's just sitting on the floor.
Just sitting.
Just bleeding.
Just bleeding.
How's Blade so calm? Isn't he like in the middle?
He's controlling it for now. He needs to get to his jacket. Blade turns to go. And then the bloodthirst kicks in. He just turns, spears him, and biting him on the way down. End! Fucking finish it.
Well, I'd like to point out I had an ending 10 minutes ago, well, 20 minutes ago, but how long has this battle been going on for?
I don't know, this was quite a long one.
This is more than 1 hour. Far more than 1 hour.
This is far more than an hour.
There's so many viewers. Not that anyone's watched this much, but...
Yeah, true.
there's some.
Where did you have it going in?
Blade 7 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't have it that far. I had it Blade 6 out of 10. Where did you have it now?
Well, Blade's obviously 1. There's no way you can... there's no way you can actually dispute that.
Well, no, you can. I mean, that's just because I wanted to finish it in a cool way. But where did you have it now? Especially with the given
Well,
scenario.
okay, with the given scenario, ignoring the fact that it ended the way it did. Blade 9.5.
You know what? Yeah, I'd say Blade 9 out of 10. Blade would fuck up Daredevil.
In this scenario.
If you watch it to the end, you get a free chocolate bar.
Yeah, there was no way that Daredevil could really beat Blade's vampire powers once it's done. If he had managed to take him out before this blood thing happened, which he was close to doing.
He was close to doing it.
So perhaps I'll put it down to 8.5 out of 10.
I'm sticking with 9.
Yeah,
Even without it, I think Blade would fucking have him.
Perhaps. I think 1.5 times out of 10, Daredevil takes him out before this blood thing comes out.
Cool. There's that. Peace. Bubble and Pablo out.